Hey guys, so the Supergirl trailer just recently dropped, and I'm really excited about this film. Probably more so after watching the trailer, but when they first announced it, I was really excited just for another Supergirl movie. We haven't got one in probably like 30 years. 40 years? Jesus Christ, I'm old. It's been a long time since we got a Supergirl movie. So when they announced this, it was like over the moon, head over heels, all the type of sayings that you would say when you're excited about something. Partially because, one, James Gunn is doing this. And for most people, or at least for what he's done so far, he excels in using or making you like characters that aren't the most popular. And before you start, I know Supergirl is a popular character, but is she at like a top tier level popular like a Superman or Batman? No. She kind of falls into that Guardians of the Galaxy or the Suicide Squad level of popularity. And yes, most people like Supergirl for the alternate universe one, the alternate Earth one, and Power Girl. I think Power Girl is more popular than Supergirl actually is. So I'm really excited to see what James Gunn will do with Supergirl in this particular one. And I know he's just a producer right here; he's not directing the movie. I don't even think he even wrote the script. But if they follow his lead, then this should be something that's super girl type cool. Other things is that Millie Alcock is our Supergirl in this. I think she did a great thing on House of the Dragons, and I was really excited when they cast her as Supergirl in this film. And even that little small cameo that showed up at the end of Superman, really kind of like, oh, okay, she's probably going to be really cool as Supergirl. I mean, we haven't really gotten a Supergirl since Melissa Benoist in the CW one, and I watched that for 5 seasons. So if I watched that for 5 seasons, I can't wait for this movie to come out. I forgot about the girl in Flash. What was her name? Maybe I'll put it up on the screen. She was Supergirl, and I watched that. Heck, I watched the Helen Slater one, like I said, 40 years ago. Jesus Christ. It was in the 80s, so it's like 40 years ago. I watched that movie, so I mean, I am a Supergirl fan. That's the other reason why I'm a fan of it. I obviously am a Superman fan, so by extension, I have to be a Supergirl fan. That makes sense, right? All right, so on to the trailer. So the trailer kind of starts kind of like where Superman ended, is that she is a very young Supergirl, and it looks like they're going to take the Woman of Tomorrow story from the comics. Don't look for me for all the details. I didn't actually read that. I know a little bit about the story, and I did some Googling to kind of find out about it. But that story is more of a self journey for her, where it's going to be more of a cosmic thing, where she's not going to be on Earth. She's going to be out on another planet with a red sun. But as we go through it, you're going to see that she doesn't have her powers. It looks like she's trying to figure out what it's like to be a hero. And that's what Google says that the story was in the comics. But it shows in the trailer where she's just trying to find herself. And the planet that she's on is with the red sun, so she doesn't have all her powers, which it's the best thing for a Superman type character is to depower them, so that way they're actually beatable, because if they're at full power, the movie will be over in 30 seconds. Now, in the comics, it says that her story is based on her finding this other alien girl whose dad was murdered, and they're going on a journey to try to find the killer of her father, which is cool because now it's kind of like a buddy story, and I'm a big buddy cop fan, buddy cop movie fan. So anything where you kind of put two people together that are from the same backgrounds and they go across a mission, that's a very interesting story for me. Some of the things I will take away from it is, one, the red sun thing is that she won't have her powers, so it's going to be more of a mortal type of Supergirl, but I assume they're going to have to give her something so that way she can kind of last throughout the movie. Other things that I noticed in here is that Crypto's still in this movie. So I'm wondering if this actually does take place after Superman, because we know Superman was dog sitting Crypto in Superman. So since she has Crypto back, I assume that this movie probably takes place after she picks him up. So that's a cool thing for the timeline to kind of know that. But as we see in the trailer, it does look like Super. I was gonna say Super Dog. Crypto does get hurt, so it doesn't look like Super Dog. Crypto will be in this movie for quite some time. One of the other things that I did notice on here is that we will see the demise of Krypton, which I guess is cool because we didn't get to see the origin and kind of the in every Superman movie we see Krypton blow up, but we're gonna do this from a different type of a view, more of the view of the residents of Kandor. So that was really cool because she's talking about how Krypton got destroyed and how it wasn't like overnight. It took time for Krypton to die. They do show when they make the dome for Kandor. So I assume that it's two things. One, that's how Kandor was able to survive the destruction of Krypton, and two, they may be introducing Brainiac because we know Brainiac likes to collect alien species. It's really sounding like the collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. The likes to collect alien species, and he has them in like these little containers. And I wonder if he would just pick Kandor up from there. If we're gonna somehow see that lead into Brainiac, which is rumored for the sequel, for the Man of Tomorrow sequel for Superman. So I'm really excited about that. Other things that we saw in this trailer, we got a brief look at Lobo. Jason Momoa as Lobo for the briefest of moments, and I'm sure this is probably going to be the happiest and probably the most committed to role that he's ever been to, because we all know Jason Momoa is Lobo in mortal form. So I hope he doesn't go too jokey with it, because he's so happy to play the character, and that he does. I know the character is a jokey character, but I don't want it to be too campy. Now, other things that I can think about this movie is that the overall theme really kind of feels fun. I hope it's not just her drunk all the time, or her just kind of out of it all the time. I hope we really get to know more about Kara Zor-El as a person, and not just being the cousin of Superman. Now, that's all we really got in this trailer. We didn't get a lot in this trailer, so I can't wait till they release a trailer 2 or a full trailer, because I think this one goes down as a teaser. So with a teaser, they just kind of give you little bits. You don't get a full plot line. But like I said, if you look on Google, you can basically kind of figure out what this movie's about from the old comic, which they even reference at the end of the trailer. So if you want to know the story, just read the comic, and then you'll know what's going to happen in the movie. All right. So with that said, tell me what you guys thought about the trailer in the comments below. And if this is the first time that you're on the channel, make sure you subscribe, as well as click the notification button, so that way you're over all the other videos that I do on the channel when I get around to doing them. All right. You guys take care.
Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, I mean, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch this show and you really like what we want to do, and you want to help support the show, and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired, and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes, so please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something, because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts, there's...
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.